Fire Force Season 1 complete recap. Let's go! In a train station, a passenger combusts into an inferno, prompting Special Fire Force Company 8 to respond. The Pyrokinetic Brigade prays for the infernal's soul before destroying it. Shinra Kusakabe, a new recruit with 3rd gen powers, saves Iris from debris and is sent on his first mission, stopping an infernalized woman. Haunted by a fire that killed his family and left him unfairly blamed, Shinra defeats the Inferno, honoring her memory. Shinra and Arthur Boyle are chosen to represent Company 8 in the Rookie Fire Soldier Games. Arthur, a self-proclaimed knight who wields a plasma sword, trained with Shinra at the academy. Maki tests their skills, easily overpowering them. The team is called to an infernal case where the victim calmly endures pain to protect his daughter. After Arthur ends his suffering, Obi consoles the girl, teaching Shinra and Arthur the weight of their duty. At the Rookie Fire Soldier Games, Shinra recognizes Leonard Burns, captain of Company 1, as the firefighter from the fire that destroyed his home, but Burns denies remembering. Suspicious, Shinra joins the challenge, a booby-trapped building mission. At the top, he encounters Joker, who defeats him with explosive ash and reveals Shinra's brother, Sho, is still alive. Joker invites him to uncover the truth. Later, Obi explains Company 8's mission, investigating the other Fire Force companies. At Company 8, Joker's ashes are identified as infernal ashes. Shinra and Arthur rescue their mascot Mamoru, learning the public distrusts firefighters after Setsuo Miyamoto killed 4 people. Later, Miyamoto becomes an infernal after being acquitted in court, going on a rampage. Shinra and Arthur confront the sentient infernal, but he escapes. Company 5, led by Princess Hibana, intervenes to capture him for research, leading to a tense standoff with Company 8. During training, Obi warns the rookies about 2nd generation pyrokinetics, who can use their own fire against them, and reveals Company 8's plan to confront Hibana for infernal information. Iris visits Hibana to ease tensions, but is used as bait. Shinra, Hinawa, Maki, and Arthur attack, overcoming obstacles like Toru's explosive gum and enhanced infernals. Shinra breaks through, ready to rescue Iris from Hibana. Hibana recalls her time as a nun with Iris, delighting others with fire flowers until witnessing their fellow nuns brutally infernalized, shattering her sanity and view of flames. In the present, Hibana incapacitates Shinra with her heat syncope ability, but he resists, enduring her flaming Sakura attack. Shinra dodges her strikes and knocks her out with a powerful kick. Afterward, Hibana recalls her past, reconciles with Iris, and falls in love with Shinra, her hero. Elsewhere, Burns of Company 1 gathers his lieutenants, suspecting Obi's next move. After a joint barbecue with Companies 5 and 8, Hibana pledges Company 5's support and reveals someone is creating infernals in Shinjuku under Company 1's jurisdiction. Using rookie reassignment, Obi embeds Shinra and Arthur in Company 1. There, Burns easily defeats them in a sparring match, placing them under Lieutenant Kareem's care. Obi examines Hibana's research, revealing insects are used to create infernals. At Company 1, Shinra and Arthur witness someone using an insect to transform a human and pursue them, encountering Kareem and Rekka. After confirming it's not Kareem, they suspect Rekka. Meanwhile, Rekka tests children for compatibility by turning them into infernals under the evangelist's orders. After severely beating Tamaki, Rekka is stopped by Shinra, who strikes him down from above. Shinra comforts Tamaki as she shields the children, but Rekka survives and resumes the fight. Using his mobility, Shinra heavily injures Rekka, who reveals he creates infernals to find children with pyrokinesis for the evangelist's plan to create a second son. Rekka's flames are frozen by Kareem, but he is killed by white-cloaked assassins, who injure Lee before retreating under Shinra's smokescreen. Kareem allies with Company 8, and Tamaki transfers to Obi's team. The captains meet in the Imperial Throne Room to discuss the Evangelist, passing Amaterasu, Tokyo's energy plant. Emperor Raffles III tells Shinra his Adela Burst, a pure flame sought by the Evangelist, makes him a target. Later, Joker reveals Shinra's brother Sho leads the Knights of the Ashen Flame. At Company 8, they bond over dinner as Shinra shares the truth about Sho, while the Knights chant under Sho's leadership. Hinawa recalls Company 8's origin. 3 years ago, his academy friend Tojo infernalized, begging Hinawa to kill him, but he couldn't. Later, dismayed by the Third Company's disregard for life, Hinawa and Obi destroyed an infernal together, vowing to form Company 8. 2 years later, they recruited Maki. Later, Company 8 visits Company 7's powerful leader, Benimaru, but is interrupted by a fire. Benimaru destroys an inferno with immense power, earning the locals' admiration. Company 7 leads Asakusa's reconstruction, with Company 8 assisting. Benimaru grows to respect them, but two disguised knights trick him into attacking Company 8. Furious, he confronts Obi, who denies the accusations. Benimaru incapacitates Company 8, but Konro risks his life to stop his Sunwheel attack. Later, Obi and Hinawa clarify their alibi, and Konro reveals he developed Tephrosis after overusing his powers to save Benimaru from a powerful demon infernal. In the present, Yona's ability to alter appearances causes chaos in Asakusa as evangelist imposters start arguments with the townspeople. The White Hoods use the confusion to create infernals and attack Company 8. Shinra and Arthur fight Haran and Arrow, but struggle to coordinate. They eventually overpower him, but in desperation, Haran swallows an infernal bug. Amid Asakusa's chaos, with infernals wreaking havoc and appearances changing, Konro and Benimaru argue over leadership. Benimaru takes charge, directing efforts before facing Haran, now a demon infernal after swallowing the bug. As Benimaru battles Haran, Arrow fires a flaming arrow, but Shinra intercepts it, enabling Benimaru to unleash Crimson Moon, destroying Haran. Exhausted, Benimaru is caught by Shinra. Later, Benimaru and Obi share sake, cementing the bond between Companies 7 and 8. Yona and Arrow report Shinra's Adola burst to Sho, and scientist Victor Licht joins Company 8 as Shinra, Arthur, and Iris try to recruit Vulcan, an engineer who dreams of reviving animal life. Despite hating Haijima and the Fire Force, Vulcan lets them in through his apprentice, Yu. Company 3's captain, Dr. Giovanni, arrives and pressures Vulcan to join him, but is refused. Giovanni plans to kill Vulcan, but Shinra senses his intent. Giovanni sends knights Flail and Mirage to attack Vulcan's workshop, immobilizing Shinra with an electric shock. Arthur battles Mirage's illusions, but is overpowered by Flail. Inside, Vulcan urges Iris to flee with Lisa and Yu, but Lisa reveals she's an evangelist spy seeking Amaterasu's key, which is created by Vulcan's family. Giovanni enters, demands the key, and critically injures Yu when Vulcan denies knowing its location. Hibana rescues Shinra, who returns to the workshop, crashing into Giovanni, who finds Amaterasu's key after smashing Vulcan's projector. Lisa subdues Shinra with magnetic pyrokinesis, but Iris ejects magnetized toys that nullify Lisa's power. Shinra knocks Giovanni outside, but meets Sho, who injures Arthur and subdues Shinra. Joker then arrives, helping the group escape. Vulcan joins Company 8, surprised by their normalcy. Karim and Konro visit Company 8 to share intel on the White Clad. Meanwhile, Licht encounters Joker, discussing Shinra's powers, and later reveals clues about the White Clad's location. Benimaru begins training Shinra and Arthur, pushing them to improve their combat skills. Under Benimaru's guidance, Shinra learns to efficiently control his flight and develops hand signs to focus his flames into powerful, concentrated bursts. Licht suspects the White Clad are hiding in the Nether, an ominous abandoned subway system. Company 8 enters the eerie tunnels, where they are separated by illusions created by Yona and Mirage. Maki defeats Flail using Vulcan-enhanced fireballs, while Assault attacks Tamaki and Iris. Tamaki withstands his assault, and Iris KOs him with a metal pipe, before they regroup to search for the others. Shinra saves Licht using his new technique, and Hinawa encounters Arrow in the tunnels, engaging in a fierce long-range battle. Though wounded, Hinawa defeats Arrow with the final shot. Yona and Mirage approach to kill him, but Arthur intervenes. Using his training, Arthur sees through Mirage's illusions, defeating him and forces Yona to flee. Elsewhere, Giovanni orders Lisa to attack Vulcan and Obi. Obi frees himself and Vulcan from Lisa's flaming tentacles by using extinguishing grenades, neutralizing her flames. Vulcan catches Lisa, but Giovanni seizes her, forcing Vulcan to shoot Obi. Obi, unharmed due to his armor, counters Giovanni, who leaves Lisa and dips. Meanwhile, Shinra senses Sho through his Adola burst. They meet, but Sho rejects reconciliation. In battle, Sho seemingly stops time, delivering a devastating blow to Shinra. Shinra enters a colorless land with black flames and an infernal, where Sho explains this hell is the Adola burst's source. Shinra sees the evangelist behind Sho before returning to reality. Licht reveals Sho alters thermal expansion to manipulate time. Despite Sho's rapid attacks, Shinra uses the Adala burst to break into Sho's motionless world, risking fatal overheating to reconnect with his brother. Shinra's lightspeed jump shares his childhood memories with Sho, evoking tears as memories of love overwhelm him. As Shinra embraces Sho, he is pierced by Sho's sword. How Meia's doing? She reveals the evangelist seeks Adala bursts to restart the Great Cataclysm, and escapes with Sho after collapsing the tunnel, while Company 8 rescues Shinra. At Fire Hospital 6, Dr. Huang heals him. Awakening, Shinra confronts Captain Burns, demanding answers about his past. Shinra duels Burns, proving his resolve despite Burns' overwhelming power. Burns reveals the evangelist targeted the Kusakabe brothers for their Adala bursts. Sho's power ignited the house fire, and their mother became the Horned Infernal, taking Sho to the evangelist. Burns saved Shinra but lied to protect him. He shares that Shinra's mother may still exist in the Adala link. Weeks later, Shinra is discharged and welcomed home with a Company 8 celebration. Now that you got all that down, go and enjoy Season 2. Peace!